Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me on today's webinar. My name is Jeremy Jenkins, and it is my pleasure to present to you the NUI opportunity. It's a time for a better way. This is a official corporate approved PowerPoint. So super excited because now we get to use the official version and talk about some of the things that we haven't been able to talk about in the past. So let's get started. So with NUI, you can see here the title is Time for a Better Way, and that is so true. What we're seeing with NUI is something extraordinary. It's something that I've been doing this for over 20 years in the multi-level or direct sales space, and I've never seen something more exciting, something that gets people more what's the right word? So there's excitement, and then they also get more angry when things don't go the way they want it to. So because it's such a wonderful opportunity, it's such a change, such a breath of fresh air that people are able to come in and be part of an opportunity where they don't have to deal with selling, right? Where they don't have to deal with a monthly auto ship, right, where they have to purchase product every single month to remain active. With NUI, they've changed the way things are done in the networking world by eliminating that one component that makes it so complicated for people, that makes it so that people end up having to quit because they just don't feel like they can afford to continue. Right. So NUI is a better way for a lot of reasons. We're going to talk about a few of them. So the first thing is the question, right? What would you do with an extra $500 a month? Now, in the past, when I was presenting any kind of an opportunity, especially product-based opportunities, we'd ask that, but then we'd have to really take a step back and say, okay, yes, an extra $500 a month is great, and we love it, and it would be so helpful. But honestly, just having been involved in so many different companies, unless you're really good, unless you're a good salesperson, unless you already have a pre-built team, unless you're already considered a leader, and you've got years of experience under your belt, doing that, actually getting to where you can make an extra $500 a month is not easy, right? And so you always have to kind of base that on, okay, this is not get rich quick. This is something that's going to take time and effort, and it could take anywhere from 3 to 5 years to where you actually are making some decent money, that kind of thing, right? And that was the reality of it. In several of my companies, that was the real number. It was right around 3 years into it when I finally was able to make $500 a month, until I got better at what I was doing, and I educated myself and all those things. And then I was able to actually, the first time I actually hit huge success, I was able to hit that $500 a month in the first 3 months, right? Instead of the first 3 years, but still it took a while. Okay. So NUI is different in that, that extra $500 a month, it's going to be a lot easier for people to do. Now, we do have to say always that this is not a job. Okay, this is not employment. This is not something where you're going to come in and we're going to guarantee that you can make $500 a month. Just doing these daily activities just because, right? No. When we're talking about making an extra $500 a month, it's because you need to follow the steps, right? You need to actually do what NUI is talking about in team building and all of that. But still, an extra $500 a month, of course, would make a huge difference, right? You can buy your kids braces, help with a college fund, get yourself out of debt, just have that little extra bit of breathing room, right? Be able to survive, each month. And sure, it's awesome. And what I love about NUI is that I can tell people in good faith, you know what? If you do this, if you come in and you start following the instruction, you start, working with us and building a team and all of that, that extra $500 a month is that you're, it's just right there for you to have in the next few months. Okay. Not years, but months. right? This could be a reality for you. All right. So other reasons why NUI? Well, by being rewarded for things you already do. That's kind of cool, right? Instead of having to buy stuff that you don't want, you actually can be rewarded by doing these simple daily activities that you do right from your phone. Okay, so you're using your phone to complete these activities. You're earning points and commissions, right? So it's a rewards program, very similar to maybe a frequent flyer miles program, or when you go to Subway and you buy your sandwich and you just get those points on your little Subway card, right? So really fun, just doing stuff you already do. Easily accessible and usable, right? No sales or business experience needed, really. Okay, you're not selling anything. We're we're just basically sharing a way to get rewarded. Okay, you don't have to have any specialized technical knowledge, really, right? If you have a smartphone or internet access, you can pretty much do it. And there's awesome fast start bonuses, and you just build your own team and work with people you like. It's really fun. And then, of course, what if we told you you could do it all from the comfort of your home on your computer, right? Or even in the waiting room on your phone, right? It's super simple, okay? Super easy things to do, and then just share it with some other people and get them involved, and there you go. So NUI has the way, right? With NUI, you can actually get that extra, financial breathing room so that you can have a bigger, better life. Okay, that's the whole point of this. We're putting the power into your hands. You get to choose when and how much time you dedicate to it, right? And so just like any business, okay, the more time you put into it, the more effort you put into it, the more it's going to deliver, right? So it's all based on core, right? The core of this, the nucleus, right? The center of what makes this all happen, the motor, is called core, and it stands for compensation on real effort, right? So core, which is powered by Symatri. So Symatri is the company that is providing this concept of core, the product, right? Is the unique system in which users have the ability to earn by completing simple activities like taking surveys, testing products or services, downloading apps, playing games, watching videos, writing reviews, and much more. Right? So it's pretty simple, actually. Just you go to the website, and they have the daily offers ready to go for you, and you just do the activities that are available, and you can do maybe 15-20 minutes a day, or you can do hours a day. It's up to you how much you want to do. So the highlights of core, what's cool about it is that you get rewarded for each activity. You earn more than ever before, right? You can have an easy to use platform, and they pick the best offers for you. They go through all the different things that are out there, and they give you the highlighted ones. They give you the deal of the day. They give you the offers that they know are going to give you the most points or opportunity to earn. And the other neat thing is that one of the primary offers in core has to do with cryptocurrency. Okay, now cryptocurrency, you may have heard of it. You may have heard something out there about a Bitcoin or something. It sounds kind of familiar. It's starting to be in the news a lot now. This whole thing about Bitcoin and digital currency and stuff, and NUI happens to be on the forefront of all this, right? One of the founders of the company, I always like to say, see where the world's going and get there first, right? That's one of the secrets to success. That's how you become wealthy, really, is find out where the world's going and get there first. And that's what NUI is doing. They're looking at all of these neat little trends that are happening, whether it's in the world of finance, fintech stuff, whether it's in the world of maybe online shopping, right? And e-commerce. That's another big thing right now. We just got through Black Friday yesterday. Stores were crowded, packed. The stores did really well. But the big day is going to be coming is Cyber Monday. And on Cyber Monday, that's actually now going to be probably the third year in a row that Cyber Monday outdid Black Friday. Right? Just because people are getting more and more comfortable with purchasing online. And that's the secret, is get ahead of those trends, right? Get ahead of the new offers that are happening, whether it be in that world of e-commerce or whether it be in the cryptocurrencies and Bitcoins and all of that, okay? So that's the focus. So what is cryptocurrency? Well, really, it's just a digital form of money, right? You can actually use to pay for goods and services. You can earn it, you can trade it, you can purchase it, just like traditional forms of currency, okay? So, Bitcoin, it's been around since about 2009, actually, but it's just coming to age right now, right? A lot of people are just finally hearing about Bitcoin for the first time right now because of what it's doing. It's going up in value. Okay, and so cryptocurrencies have some great benefits over traditional money. For example, they're virtual and decentralized, right? Cryptocurrencies are virtually held and created, meaning they're completely digital. This means they're not issued, they're not minted, right? They're not regulated by any government, but they are controlled by supply and demand. So there's huge advantages of that because you avoid inflation with cryptocurrency because there's a limited amount of them. So, they retain their value because they're not, some government's not just out there printing more money, right? No, you can't do that. And so it's really cool. And the other thing is they're counterfeit resistant. It is too demanding and inefficient to try and counterfeit this type of currency, making it counterfeit resistant, unlike fiat currency. Fiat currency is currency issued by a government, right? And the other thing is it protects against fraud because since they're digital, they can't be counterfeited or reversed arbitrarily by the sender, like that can happen with credit card chargebacks and things like that. So it really protects everybody, right? It protects the consumers. It protects the the companies that are providing services and goods and stuff, right? It's really awesome because it does that. It's something that you can't clone it. You can't you just can't go make some more of it. It's actually controlled and it's public. That's the other neat thing about it is it's on a ledger, a digital ledger you can look at anytime and very transparently see which transactions are happening. So now there's only two ways to get cryptocurrency. You can either buy it, right, purchase it directly from the company that issues it, for a certain time, or you can get on exchanges, right? There's different exchanges out there that offer it, or you can mine it, right? That's how you earn it. You earn it yourself. And usually mining cryptocurrency requires expensive specialized equipment, right? You can't really do it from your home computer. Right? It actually takes these big server farms, where they got thousands of computers all hooked together doing it and using a ton of electricity and all that. So, to do mining yourself is too much. Okay, so either buy it or you mine it, and mining it usually not even worth it because you spend more on the equipment and on the electricity than you actually would get in value. So what a lot of people do is they do what they call a mining pool, right? Where they have cooperating miners who agree to share the rewards, right? And they all put money into it, but they usually cost hundreds of dollars per month to join, right? So usually only very wealthy people are able to participate in mining pools. And not only that, but you have to just pick one type of cryptocurrency to mine instead of being able to do it to mine all kinds of them, because there's lots of them out there. There's hundreds of cryptocurrencies, and some are going up in value, some are going down, and so it's hard to know which one to mine, which one's going to go up, which one would be worth doing, right? So that's what makes our cryptocurrency offer so exciting, because it's a fraction of the cost and it mines several types of cryptocurrency, so you're always making sure you're going to get the best deal. Right? So our cryptocurrency solution through Core is called Mintage Mining. Now, Mintage lets you put in just as little as $25 to begin a 12-month mining contract. That's it, $25, right? It's not hundreds like in other companies. And you could potentially earn back your purchase within 4 months, and then, of course, increase your amount beyond that. So really, really awesome, because you can start for cheap. Okay, and then of course the return of on your purchase within 4 months. That's amazing. Most companies tell you it's going to take anywhere from 8 to 9 months. So get it back basically in half the time. The other thing is that Mintage Mining has contracts with 4 of the 5 largest crypto mining companies on the planet, right? And they use top-of-the-line artificial intelligence to determine which currency should be mined every single day, which gives you the best odds of increase every single week, right? Because it pays out every single Friday, okay? So it can go and mine all the different kinds of coins, and then every Friday it will deposit the earnings into your wallet. And so there's no hassle on your end. You don't have to buy expensive computer equipment. You don't have to get specialized software or any of that. You don't have to go in these expensive mining pools. Mintage Mining does all the hard work for you, right? You just come in with the simple $25 minimum. You can put in as much as you want. There is no maximum, right? But so it's obviously recommended that you as you can put in more and more and more, because you're going to have a great way to increase your earnings every single week if you do that. Now, the other neat thing about Mintage Mining is that it actually posts the real average results on the website. So you can go look, you can see the history, you can see the real return coming in, whether it's 3%, 4%, 5%, whatever it is, right? These are weekly results, real results from the last 6 weeks. You can go see it. It's very transparent, right? So the neat thing about it is that instead of being, there's a lot of scams out there. There really are. And a lot of them will tell you that they guarantee, right? They guarantee 1% a day or whatever it is, right? And people fall for that, and it ends up being just a Ponzi scheme, right? And so the neat thing about Mintage is that they're very careful, they're very transparent, and they teach. We do not guarantee any results. We're not promising anything. We're being very transparent about everything. These are our average results over the past 6 weeks. And so this is what you can likely expect in the future, that there will be a return, but we're not going to give any specific numbers because it varies. It will vary every single week depending on the markets and what's happening and what's going on. So, but the neat thing is that you can see these averages, and they're actually pretty decent compared to what you'd find in like a savings account and just a normal bank savings account, or even if you're doing any kinds of bonds or other investment type things with the bank or whatever. You can see this is so much better, right? Because average things at banks are giving you maybe 4% a year or something, right? And with Mintage Mining, you can look and see that the average is right around 4% a week. So definitely a better way to utilize your money instead of just putting it in a savings account where it's not going to grow at all. Okay, so here's the other important thing. You have to remember, as we're doing the core activities, right? We're doing these surveys and these downloads and whatever, we're earning some points through these activities. So what do you do with them, right? How is that benefiting you? Well, we actually get to redeem those points in a redemption center, right? So you have a redemption center, we call it REACH, which stands for Redeem and Achieve. Now, why do we call it that? Well, because now you get to actually spend these points that you're getting, right? And the more activities you do, of course, the more you're able to redeem. But how does it work? Well, what you're getting is gift cards, cell phones and accessories, computer accessories, there's GoPro cameras, there's Fitbits, there's Beats headphones, 4K TVs, and so much more, right? There's all kinds of really cool things in the Reach Redemption Center that you can get for your points. But how does that work? Well, it's so much better than just a traditional, reward system, right? Like if you were to go get some frequent flyer miles, well, the only thing you can do with those frequent flyer miles is get a flight, right? Or if you were to go to Subway and buy some sandwiches and get those Subway points, well, the only thing you can do with those Subway points is buy more Subway sandwiches, right? The cool thing about this whole ecosystem with Core and Reach is that now they have not just points, But there's this third component that's called Kala. All right. So just like we were talking about with Bitcoin as a new digital currency, and that there's other kinds of digital currencies out there like Ethereum. There's one called Litecoin. There's Ripple and Dashcoin. There's a whole bunch of them, right? Just tons of different cryptocurrencies out there. And what NUI has done, or Symatri, has created a new one called Kala, right? And it's very important to understand that they all work together. So core is where you get the points, okay? And then what you do is you actually trade those points in for Kala, and then you can spend those Kala in the Reach Redemption Center. Or you can just hold on to those Kala, and those Kala can actually work like money, okay? So Kala is based on Ethereum. Now, Ethereum's what they call a token. It's a cryptocurrency token, and there's several different tokens out there or cryptocurrencies based on Ethereum, right? It's kind of the just the motor of it, and then each token has its own instructions, its own rules, and everything. But that's what Kala is. It's something that represents real money. Okay, it's not just a point system. It's now something that's a real cryptocurrency, and it has inherent value because once it's purchased or earned, you can actually spend it, right? So that's the big difference. Bitcoin has huge value right now because it is spendable, right? You can actually spend Bitcoin certain places. There's certain like airlines that take it. There's certain universities that take Bitcoin to pay your tuition, and so Bitcoin is spendable, right? That's a key component if you're dealing with a digital currency, digital money, is that you can actually spend it, right? You can actually buy stuff with it. All the other types of coins out there, you can't do that. You can't spend them, right? They have no way to use them. You have to convert them into something. You have to convert them into dollars or convert them into Bitcoin to be able to use them. Kala will actually be spendable in the Reach Redemption Center. And so that gives it an inherent value right from the beginning. Okay. Now, how do you get it? How do you get Kala? Well, Symatri provides the members and the public with a simple way to either purchase or mine Kala. All right. We talked about mining, right? Well, purchasing Kala, pretty simple. You can go to the initial token offering, which is the ITO, and it allows the members and the interested public to purchase Kala at the very lowest price. So you can actually go find all the details on that at the website kalatoken.io, and you can find out how to participate. You can sign up, just put in your name and email, and they will send you information on how to participate, how to purchase it at the lowest price when it's valued at just pennies, right? Because the idea is that with tokens is that they go up in value. Okay, just like Bitcoin. Now, if you know the history of Bitcoin, Bitcoin was worth pennies back in 2009 when it first came out, and now today, and we're at 25th of November 2017. Today, its value is over $8,000. Okay, so people that got Bitcoins back in 2009 and got a whole bunch of them, well, guess what? Now they're millionaires, right? Because now those same coins they got for pennies are now worth $8,000 a piece, right? So it's pretty amazing. And that's what most of these coins do. When they do an initial coin offering or initial token offering, they usually offer them at the very lowest price, just a few cents. And then because of the marketing and getting people involved, and they think there's some value to be had, those coins usually go up, right? Usually go up, maybe 5 cents to 10 cents, maybe even $1 or more, and so people end up increasing their money. It's just they 10 times their money, 100 times their money, or whatever, just because of what can happen with these coins. Now, there's never a guarantee, right? You never know what's going to happen, but at kalatoken.io, you can read more about it there. There's a firm belief that because of the inherent value that Kala is going to have based on being mined or created through activities done in core, that there's a good chance that it will have some real value there and will go up, right? So getting in at the beginning and purchasing call at the lowest price is to your advantage, because then you know that that's going to not only retain its value, but it will probably increase your wealth at the same time. So the other way to obtain mining besides purchasing it, or obtain Kala besides purchasing it, is to do the mining of it, right? Now, previously we talked about mining all the different kinds of coins, and you have to have servers and all that stuff. Well, the cool thing about Kala is that instead of proof of work, or proof of stake, like in other coins out there, you actually mine it through proof of effort, right? So the process is very simple. You just complete different activities through the core platform and earn those points. Then you transfer those points into Kala, right? Or convert them into Kala. You don't have to have the room full of servers, no expensive buy-ins to mining pools. You don't have to have special knowledge or equipment or anything. You can basically do it from your computer at home or a smartphone, and now you're able to do that. Okay, so that's the cool thing, right? Is now you get those points, okay, and you convert those into Kala, and now Kala can be converted. You can spend it, right? You can spend Kala inside of the Reach Redemption Center, or once Kala goes public, right? It goes public on the public exchanges. You can actually convert your Kala into dollars, or convert your Kala into Bitcoin, or whatever else, right? So yeah, it's really neat because Kala is now spendable and convertible into fiat money. Okay, so that is what gives it so much value. It's awesome, all right? And we obtain it just by doing these simple activities every day on your computer or smartphone. Okay, so now you can see how easy it is to personally make some extra money in your spare time. But what if you could get more earnings by helping other people to use the system too? Right? So this is where we're talking about using the concepts of what we call network marketing, right? Or team building. There's affiliate programs, and there's a lot of ways to consider where you leverage. Okay, you leverage the activity of a team. Just like J. Paul Getty once said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts and 100% of my own efforts. It's just there's strength in numbers, right? And that's the idea here as well. So the idea is that we want to build a team and get rewarded for that, because with NUI, now you get to do that. You get to pick who you want to work with, right? You want to share the good news, say, share it with other people, say, hey, look, this is really cool. This is how you can go in and do daily activities in core. This is how you can take advantage of this Reach Redemption Center. This is how you could increase your monthly income as well by doing these things, or building a team yourself, right? And so you start to share it. You share the good news with other people, get them involved, and now you get to make a little bit off of a whole bunch of people's efforts, and that's going to be actually much better than anything you could do on your own, right? So for each member that joins your team, you're going to get commissions and rewards from their activities, okay? And the larger your team, the more compensated you are. Everyone wins in this situation, since we all encourage our teams to work together and be rewarded from one another, right? That's the idea. So personally, we're doing it. And then not only personally, but getting rewarded, but we're also sharing with our teams, and our teams are also now producing, and that is earning things for us as well. So how do you build a team? Well, you enroll yourself and start using the platform, and then you start to share it with others, and you help them enroll and start using the platform themselves. Okay, super simple. How do you enroll? Well, when you enroll a new member, they become part of your personal enrollment network, or our PEN, right? And they are also assigned a position in the team building structure. So the PEN is composed of the members that you personally enroll, and it helps determine your tier qualification in the team building structure. And then the TBS, or the team building structure, is the tier system that your team is ranked into, and how the commissions are based, right? It's a 3x10 structure, so there's 10 levels deep of people involved on your team. So how do you earn commissions? Well, the idea is that on those 10 levels, you have to unlock each of the levels, right? So to qualify, okay, you must personally enroll one member per level. So in other words, if you want to, if you have 3 people on your first level, to earn on that level, you had to have personally enrolled one of them, okay? And then if you have people on your second level, so it goes 3, 9, 27, 81, so on. So on your second level, where there's 9, you would have to have enrolled 2 yourself so that it unlocks that second level and you can earn. Okay, and then on the third level, which is the 27, there's 27 people on the third level. Same thing. If you've enrolled 3, now you get to earn money off of those 27 that are on your third level. So that's how you unlock your tiers. And then, so when you enroll 10, now you've unlocked all 10 levels down. Okay. Commissions are earned based on the offers the members within your TBS complete in core, right? So as they're doing core activities, they're earning points that they can then turn into Kala, and those points are also considered commissions for you. Okay, so you get to earn commissions based on every point that is produced in your whole team. And to be considered active, this is the other thing. So not only do you have to unlock your tiers, but you also need to be considered active, right? You personally need to either do 1,000 points yourself a month, or if you are doing the mintage mining thing, that's considered a way to be active as well. Okay, so ranks. As your team grows, you can actually achieve different ranks within the company as well and unlock bigger earning potential, bonuses, and higher commissions. So there's ways that not only just earn from the 3x10 team building structure, but you can also, as the points, the total point volume in your team goes up, you actually can go up in rank, and there's other quarterly bonuses that are paid out on those as well. Now, one of the neat things about this is that, like I mentioned at the beginning, with NUI, there are no auto ships, right? There's no monthly thing that you have to pay, right? To be part of NUI, it's just an annual $125. So just like if you were to buy a Prime Amazon membership, or just like if you were to buy a executive membership at Costco, well, same thing here. With NUI, it's only $125 to join, and that gives you a whole year of access to be able to participate in core and everything else that is going on with the NUI platform. And what's neat about it, though, is that unlike Prime and unlike Costco, here at NUI, you have a way to make that money back, right? So if you sign up for $125, you're going to get your back office, you're going to get all your team displays, your points tracker, and your membership tool, and all that stuff. You're going to get the new core platform, you got your reach platform. And then if you go and invite just 3 people to do the business with you, you make $125 back. So basically, you just got in for free. Right? So Costco doesn't offer that. All they're offering is 2% cash back for the whole year. But if you go and get your 3, you've made that $125 back. It pays out the following Friday, and now you're in for free. You have a whole year of access, and you don't have to worry about it. And then, of course, everything after that is just earning, right? Just icing on the cake. Okay, so we're super excited to give people around the world an opportunity to earn some extra money each and every month from their phone and help others do the same, right? The rewards are awesome. The benefits are amazing. And this is just the beginning. There's so much more to this coming out, so many more ways that they're going to introduce for us to earn points and increase the value of the Kala token and increase the way we can earn money and commissions. It's getting super exciting. This next month of December, they're going to launch several more products and offerings. And then, of course, the beginning of 2018 is going to be very, very exciting as they launch new ways for us to do activities in the core platform and earn that way. So we welcome you to the team. If you're seeing this for the first time, please get back to the person that invited you to watch it. Get your questions answered. There's tons of information on the NUI website, just nui.social. Have bunch of information on the Facebook page. There's videos and other information there. So please get back to the person that invited you to watch this. Get involved. This is very, very exciting. It's something I have dreamed about for over 20 years now in the network marketing space, that I could have an offering where I could get people to earn money just from doing daily activities, just from being involved in these latest trends, not changing the way they do things really, just doing their same old shopping like they do online, doing surveys and watching videos and things, stuff we do anyway, right? And be able to earn from that and build a team and share it with the world without having to buy products that we don't really want every single month and having to sell them. This is the best thing you will ever see, I promise, and I invite you, get involved, join us, and let's go change the world. Thanks so much. Get back to your Saturdays, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.